Welcome, Starfinders, to Starfinder Week. My name is Cody. This is Taking20, a channel about all things role-playing games. And today we're continuing our coverage of Starfinder's core races by taking a closer look at humans in Starfinder's setting. So, I hope you guys are ready. Let's get started. Okay guys, so before we jump in and talk about humans, I want to give a big thank you to my sponsor here for Starfinder Week, Miniature Market. If you guys have never checked out Miniature Market before, I highly recommend that you do. I've been shopping with Miniature Market for a few years now, and they continue to impress me with just how much they discount their games and how big their selection is. Board games, tabletop miniatures, trading card games, role-playing games, Miniature Market is the place to go if you are a gamer like me. And guys, I'm serious about the discounts. They're significant. And of course, if you guys want to snag some serious discounts on the full Starfinder lineup, be sure to check out the link down in the description below. It'll take you guys right to everything Starfinder, and it'll let Miniature Market know that I sent you over. Trust me, just go check them out and thank me later, okay? So let's take a look at humans in Starfinder. While humans had already started to explore other planets within the solar system that eventually became known as the Pact Worlds prior to the Gap, they do trace their origins back to Golarion. This led them to be one of the hardest hit by the Gap and the disappearance of Golarion, where other races also struggled with the sudden disappearance of their histories and identities. Humans literally didn't have a place to start when it came to piecing together what had happened or who they were. With Absalon Station now floating in Golarion space, this quickly became the de facto center for all of human culture. But humans, as you expect, are highly adaptable. While a small portion of humans dedicate themselves to discovering the truth of their past, the majority are eager to look forward and to the future. Humans in Starfinder settings still act as you would expect them to. They are not nearly as united in cause as some of the other races are, and you'll find many different factions with many different goals and diversities. This leads humans to still being considered a younger race by other races throughout the Pact Worlds, which often find humans as a group frustrating to understand. For instance, most other races still find it strange that two human settlements might only be a few miles apart and yet have vastly different styles of government. And while most races do get along quite well with humans for the most part, not all are completely trusting of humans. Androids, who have often been the servants to humans, are keenly aware of humans' volatility, and the Vesk view humans as perhaps their biggest threat, as the humans' desire to expand and propensity towards violence rivals their own. Now, it's also worth mentioning that while humans do trace their origins back to Golarion and the Pact Worlds, they've also recently been discovered out in the vast, belonging to the nefarious Aslanti Star Empire. Whether more subsects of humans exist in places yet to be discovered by the Pact Worlds remains a mystery. All right, guys, so let's dive into the numbers. Now, if you're familiar with Pathfinder, you'll find that not much has changed in Starfinder. The first thing we see is that humans get a +2 bonus to any stat of their choosing. They don't take any type of penalty to any abilities, and their racial HP bonus is 4, which again is the average. If you want to play a human, you'll get just 2 racial traits, but these are arguably some of the best racial traits in the game. The first is Bonus Feat, which, you guessed it, gives you 1 bonus feat at level 1. And the second is Skilled, which lets you snag an extra skill point at level 1 and every level after. As far as what types of typical human adventures you'll find in Starfinder, the answer is anything you can imagine. Humans in Starfinder's core setting are driven by the sudden burst of possibilities with the discovery of faster-than-light travel gifted by Triune, and human adventurers of all types are very, very common. When looking at what class fits best with humans, the answer is really very simple. It's all of them. Humans are the single most versatile race in the game, and they can play literally any class without any drawback. Because of their bonus feat trait, I would suggest looking at humans if you have a build that might be a bit feet hungry at the low levels, or perhaps even a class like Mechanic that only gets small arms to start off with when you could just straight up grab long arm proficiency right from the jump with your character. There's really not a lot to add about humans and classes at this point. Humans are simply always a fantastic choice. So what do you guys think about humans in Starfinder's core setting? Do they interest you more or less now that you know that they've been discovered way out in the vast with the Azlani Star Empire? I know that I have a lot of theories and questions about how they might have gotten there, and I'd love to hear if you guys have something in mind as well. Also, be sure to check out the video's description for a full guide to all of the coverage here for Starfinder Week on the channel. I'm going to be releasing 28 videos over the next 3 weeks, so if you're looking for a place to keep up with everything Starfinder, I've got you covered. If this is your first time here and you love role-playing games as much as I do, I'd love to have you subscribe. Every week I'll be putting out new videos on GM tips, player tips, tutorials, and more. So if that sounds like something you'd be interested in, just hit that subscribe button down below and come join us. Once again, I want to give a special thank you to my sponsor, Miniature Market, for making these videos possible. And thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Cody, and may your games be filled with awesome memories and even better friends. I'll catch you guys next time.